have patrols out here. It needs to go away. Something needs to be done about it.
Panhandling is a way of life on many local street corners, but workers in one area say the situation's gotten out of control. Good evening. If you spend any time around the Hamilton County Courthouse, panhandlers probably approach you too.
Yeah, well, some follow the city laws and they just hold out signs. Others get much more aggressive. That is illegal. But it's a tough law to enforce. Rich Jaffe joins us now live from Court Street with what many say is an unnerving situation. It's a story you're seeing first on Local 12 News. Rich?
Brad, anyone who goes to the Hamilton County Courthouse, they have to park either at one of the nearby lots or they park at these meters along Court Street. Any place you park, if you're going to the courthouse, you are an easy target for people who make their living on the street. In the city of Cincinnati, it's illegal to verbally ask people for money or follow them to their cars panhandling. But that doesn't mean it doesn't happen. This young woman and her boyfriend are regular fixtures on Court Street. They're actively soliciting money from people all day long. Many people who work inside the county administration building say
it is extremely aggravating that we need to have patrols out here. It needs to go away. Something needs to be done about it.
On occasion, it even goes from illegal to dangerous.
They'll follow you. I've been followed to my car. I had to report it, where they just kept following me and I wouldn't give them cash and they tried to get into my car.
This panhandler, who says his name is Scott, told me he's aware of city laws and makes it a point to stay within the boundaries. But he says others make it tough to make a buck while following the rules.
They're aggressive on it. They're like, they'll walk up to you and say, hey, can you give me some money to get on a bus or whatever, food, whatever they're doing. All I do is fly, say have a good day. And the way I look at it, help comes if help comes. If not, then whatever.
Sales of Street Vibes magazine are supposed to help the homeless. This guy got angry when I told him no thanks, and he threatened to call my boss and tell him we didn't want to help them. Carrie Theobald formerly lived downtown. She recently moved back from Florida and was shocked by all the people on the streets. She says panhandlers occasionally give them trouble at Kitty's coffee shop.
You've become accustomed to it, but I really do feel for the people that come for family activities from the suburbs. We've had some people sitting here on our tables really scared and afraid of people, so it's an issue in that sense, not for me as much just because I'm so used to it.
Now, right as we pulled up, there was a guy waiting over here in his car for someone that was in the building. We told him what we were doing down here. He goes, oh, man, it's really rough down here. He says, I got hit up twice just while I've been sitting here. This whole issue is definitely on the radar screen for Sheriff Jim Neal and his staff. In fact, we are going to be talking with them in the next few days. And coming up next week, when we get it all lined up, we get to look at their facts and figures. We will tell you what their plans are for trying to make this entire area safer. On Court Street, Rich Jaffe, Local 12 News. Brad?
Look forward to that, Rich. A spokesperson for the Sheriff, Neal, tells us that the deputies write about 50 citations a month for panhandling-related offenses, but the issue is what to do with the offenders since jail space is so limited. And as Rich said, we'll have more on that next week.